Class of 2017, will you please join me in the spirit of prayer for our invocation? Tomorrow will mark 50 years since thousands of women and men descended upon this nation's capital in a unified act of courage that has come to be known as the March on Washington. No word was uttered, yelled, or sung more that day than the word freedom. And that is my prayer for all of you during your season here at the University of Pennsylvania, that you would be free. Free to follow your dreams, to discern your future vocation, to discover your passions and grow into the person that you are meant to be. I pray that you would be free of unhealthy pressure, that you'd be stress-free, motivated by desire, a joy of learning, and an intellectual curiosity, rather than a fear of failure or a fear of disappointing others. I pray that you would give and share your many gifts freely, that you would lead, serve our community, dance, sing, play on the field with a kind of freedom that produces brilliance. Class of 2017, I pray that you would not be bound by anything, but that during your time here at Penn, you would feel free to be yourselves, your best selves. But this takes courage. And may you march on just as they did 50 years ago in Washington, D.C., because when you are brave enough to strive for freedom, you can change the world. Amen. Please be seated.
Good evening, class of 2017. Okay, so that's the noise that about 2,400 of you can make. How about 150 students? Hello, transfer students. Over the last year, each of you and the Office of Admissions have carefully pursued each other for the perfect match, frequently online and at other times in person. You put your intellect and heart into your college application. We chose you based on your merit and personal stories. We are most grateful that you said yes to our offer of admission. And believe me, we love you, and we will love you forever. But just like your families who said goodbye to you last week, it is time for the Office of Admissions to let go. President Gutmann, Provost Price, trustees, faculty, alumni, and friends, Penn Band, as we embark on the beginning of the 274th academic year, I am honored to present to you 2,500 of the brightest young minds in the world and the perfect Penn match, who will carry on the legacy of this great university. On this evening, as Penn's Dean of Admissions, I proudly pass this red and blue Penn Relays baton representing the class of 2017 and transfers into your caring hands.
Members of the class of 2017, welcome to Penn. Students transferring to Penn from other universities and colleges, smart move. We're so pleased to have you here. And to all of you, welcome to the Palestra, known far and wide as the Cathedral of Basketball. How many of you have not been here before? Let me see a raise of hands. Okay, how many will come again to see the Quakers trounce the Tigers? I have to say it is a little peculiar for me to be standing here rather than up there with that young man in the pink shirt who's not looking here, but right up there, you are sitting in my seat at the Palestra. So some game you join me, and we will make the Palestra rock tonight and every night that you come here. You are about to embark on a journey that is even more thrilling than seeing the Quakers trounce the Tigers, as thrilling as that is. You are about to embark on nothing less than a life-transforming journey at a world-renowned university. It is only suitable that we inaugurate this journey with a formal ceremony. This convocation is your rite of initiation. It is our way of formally welcoming you to the unique community of scholars that is Penn. These robes that the faculty, alumni, and I are wearing are not only obviously hot, I have to say, but they are also deliberate reminders of the seriousness of what we undertake here and your part in it. They speak to the essential role of teaching, education, and deep thought in society. Higher education has long been honored as possessing an element of the sacred. Now think of it. 3 professions in our society are set apart by being granted the privilege of wearing robes. Judges who administer justice, clergy who elucidate the divine, and your professors who will guide you on your journey to becoming among the most highly educated adults in our society and the world. You officially start today on that journey. And this is a transition that many your age are also experiencing at other schools around the country. But you chose to go not just to any school, you chose to come to Penn. And so first off, I have to say to you, brilliant choice. And I, of course, am totally impartial in saying that. Your choice assures me that I am addressing the most astute college students anywhere. And the numbers bear me out. You, the class of 2017, were admitted from the strongest applicant pool in Penn's history. And our applicant pools have been nothing but strong. You hail from 48 states, including New York. Do I hear any? California, Texas, Florida. How about, let me try New Mexico and Tennessee. Pretty good. 1 out of every 8 of you hails from a country other than the United States. 72 countries in all. And we are immensely proud that fully 12% of you, 1 out of 8, enter Penn as a first-generation college student. 1 out of 8 of you will be the first generation in your family to graduate college. And I assure you, you will graduate with great honors. You are all accomplished enough to gain admittance to any number of the world's most selective universities. But you're smarter than that because you chose Penn. And you see, and I want to focus on this tonight, that Penn is in many ways truly unique. And I want to focus on one particular way. I think perhaps the most important way in which we are unique. We are a university that from our very founding has always placed a distinct emphasis on discovering and transmitting useful knowledge, knowledge that will help make a better world. We trace that focus directly back to our founder, Benjamin Franklin. Remember that Franklin, whose life almost perfectly tracked the 18th century, had a front row seat to the dawning of the scientific revolution. Only in his day, they didn't refer to science. They called it natural philosophy. By the middle of the 18th century, an intense debate raged among Europe's natural philosophers as to whether lightning and electricity were related. Rather than speculating endlessly without a scintilla of evidence, Franklin declared, "Let the experiment be made. Let the experiment be made." His kite and his key, that experiment later made him world famous. From that experiment, Franklin invented the lightning rod. And by 1752, lightning rods were protecting Independence Hall and the University of Pennsylvania. Franklin placed the highest value on knowledge that can benefit humanity. Useful knowledge. Knowledge that can benefit humanity is the knowledge that we at Penn value highly to this day. This is the practical ideal that propels Penn, that propels your university. This is our spirit. This is the spirit of our extended family, which numbers almost 300,000 Penn alumni worldwide. This is a spirit that depends on the enthusiasm and the energy that you bring to our campus, which is now your campus. You will repeatedly encounter smart people at Penn who want to do something useful, who want to benefit humanity. They want the experiment to be made. They want to fly the most creative kite. They want to give the world the next best lightning rod. This convocation marks the fact that you have arrived at the perfect place to try creative new things, to fail at few. Yes, you will fail at a few, sometimes grandly, but you will end up at a new and surprising point from where you started now. Metaphorically speaking, you're at Penn to learn to stretch your wings and fly. Sometimes you'll focus your eyes on a distant landing spot and you will soar there directly. More often, you'll just have to trust yourself and jump. Without exception, your journey at Penn will be immensely more gratifying, immensely more successful if you do it not alone, but in company. Engage while you're at Penn. Engage your professors, engage your fellow students, entertain new and challenging ideas. Your flights of discovery will help you find your new life-changing place at Penn and beyond. So proud members of the class of 2017 and equally proud transfer students, this is your time to embark on the journey of your life, and a journey that also helps humanity. Be bold, and like Franklin, let the experiment be most creatively made. Thank you, and let me hear what it sounds like in the Palestra with 2,500 new Penn students with the Penn spirit. Let's hear it. Go Quakers! Thank you. Go Quakers!
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be an outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up.
Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do, and they settle beneath your skin, kept on the inside with no sunlight, sometimes a shadow in. But I wonder what would happen if you said what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave for what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, fallen for the fear and done some disappearing, bow down to the mighty, but don't run, stop holding your tongue.
Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
In a sense, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would?
Let your words be anything but empty. Don't you tell them the truth. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Da 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 da.
Opening day has returned with all the usual fireworks. In spite of the fact that classes begin earlier this year than they have for some time past, the cheerful sentiments seem to indicate that the returned vacationists have forgotten all about the bored and wearied looks with which they cut hours toward the close of the last term. You see, even back then, the DP was edgy. They also noted that the breeches pulling contest was highly anticipated, and that, quote, Provost Harrison is not expected to be present as he is suffering badly from hay fever. Now, I'd rather not go into the details of that pants pulling contest. I'll simply say that Provost Harrison wisely decided to avoid it. I mentioned this story tonight to draw your attention to what this moment marks in your life and in the life of this great university. It marks the inflection point of tradition and change, of an ending and a beginning, of dependence and independence. As it turns out, that particular year, 1910, marked the end of a Penn tradition and the beginning of another. That was the first year that opening ceremonies, what we now call Convocation, were separated from the university's traditional religious exercises. In fact, compulsory attendance at chapel was permanently discontinued in 1911. We do, however, encourage your attendance at the Cathedral of College Basketball here at the Palestra. Tonight is also both an end and a beginning. It's the capstone to your orientation and the beginning of your studies. This marks the first, and as it happens, the last occasion that you will all gather together formally as a class before graduation. This evening is also about tradition and change. As you sit where generations of students have sat before, I ask you to consider how people, like the customs and rituals they observe, can evolve and adapt as circumstances change, and how you can make the most of those opportunities. Breech pulling contests aside, your class will carry on traditions rooted in centuries of practice, but you will give them new life and new purpose, your own 21st century spin. Tonight marks the beginning of your turn. The years in high school, your accomplishments and experiences, your family and friends, these extrinsic forces have helped you get here to Penn. That's behind you. What's before you is perhaps the greatest opportunity afforded a person: independence. The freedom to choose your own path. The ability to study what you want, to do what you want, when you want, to be and become who you want. Now the motivations must be intrinsic. They must be your own. Such newfound freedom, another college tradition, may require of you some change and adaptation. The first is responsibility. Nobody here will make sure you get to class or make it home by midnight. We are not monitoring your every move nor checking up on you. You're not the NSA. Now, I'm sure you will work hard, and I'm sure your professors will challenge what you know or think you know. On occasion, they might upset you with a poor grade, and should that happen, you might have one of two reactions. First, this is too hard, I can't do it. Or maybe my professors are too hard, it's their fault. Neither will be true, and neither will be of much help. Instead, I suggest you use such an occasion or any other setback as a chance to learn and adapt. Seek feedback. Discover new ways of moving forward. Accept responsibility, but don't be too hard on yourself. View obstacles as stepping stones, not as roadblocks. Try something new. This is your time. These are your choices. Most will be right. A few will be wrong. One or two might be really bad. But they will all be yours, and you will learn from them. So tonight we sit poised between past and future. Your future and Penn's are now entwined. And just as this institution has marked a history of firsts, the nation's first university, home to its first medical and business schools, the place where the first electronic computer was invented, I know you will carry on this tradition. But more than that, you will shape a new Penn, just as you will be shaped by your time here. Those changes might be evolutionary, or they might be revolutionary, but they will absolutely be your own. Members of the class of 2017, welcome to Penn.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be." I will find my way. I can go the distance, I'll be there someday. Oh, if I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Belong to. I'll be where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it'll lead me to you. And 1,000 years will be worth the wait. It may take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. Oh, I will find my way. I can go the distance. Oh, I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Where I belong. The glory is the hardest part. For a hero's strength is measured by his heart. His heart. By his heart. No, by his heart. I will be. I'll beat the odds, and maybe I can go the distance. I will face for the world, and I'll be fearless, proud, and strong. I will please my God. I can go the distance till I find my hero's welcome ride. I'll find it right there where I belong. You know, every mile will be worth my while. I'll be right where I belong.
I know they don't look ancient, but the Penn Glee Club is over 150 years old. It's actually one of the oldest student groups, not just on the Penn campus, but actually in the country. Let's hear it for them again. Those were great moves. Greetings from Penn Alumni. Whether you are in engineering or the college, nursing or Wharton, let me offer my congratulations on all you have already accomplished to earn a place at Penn. But it's only the beginning. Coming to Penn was the best decision I ever made, and I know you will feel the same. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I feel tremendous pride in being an alumna of the University of Pennsylvania, and I am just so grateful that I did not have to compete with all of you to get in. You may be wondering why you are hearing from Penn alumni when you haven't even had your first class. My purpose here tonight is to promise you that your connection to Penn will last for the rest of your lives. It will grow richer and deeper with age and will allow you access to a world of possibilities previously unimaginable. You are part of the Penn alumni community as of today. Penn will be the center of your intellectual life, on campus and off. It will be the center of your social life, too. You will meet fellow classmates from all over the country and around the world, and you'll learn as much from them and their experiences as you do in the classroom. At Alumni Weekend each May, we hand out big red and blue buttons that say, I met my wife at Penn, I met my husband at Penn, I met my best friend at Penn, I met my partner at Penn. In fact, I'm wearing one of them tonight. No matter how many we order, we can't keep enough in stock. So do me a favor, take a good look at the person sitting to your right, and then take a good look at the person sitting to your left. It could well be somebody that you know for the rest of your lives. And maybe it'll be somebody, I hope you'll say hello to a stranger at the party tonight at Wynn Commons, or maybe somebody that you share a discussion with after class tomorrow. And again, that's the basis of a lifelong friendship. You know, it's a cliche, but they say that many of the strongest bonds are actually formed during the first weeks of freshman year. That was certainly true for me. I still get together for a monthly lunch with my Hill Hall suite mates all these years later. Go Hill! No matter what else is going on in our lives, we always find time for each other. Penn alumni are here to support you every step of the way. Our graduates are leaders in every field, from rock stars to CEOs, to Pulitzer Prize-winning authors, Nobel laureates, and entrepreneurs. In fact, I just read in the DP last week that Miss Idaho is a summa cum laude Penn graduate now pursuing her doctorate. So maybe we will even have a Penn alumna as Miss America. Penn alumni love to come back to campus and share their insights with students. They have sat in your shoes and they want you to realize your dreams just as they did. When the time comes, take advantage of this tremendous network as you think about your further academic studies and your career plans. Penn alums also come back to campus to support our athletic teams and performing arts groups. Please join the alumni for homecoming on November 9th, when the Quakers will trounce the Princeton on Franklin Field, followed by a battle of the bands on College Green. In fact, I truly hope you will attend as many student arts and athletic events as you can. It's a great way to build community and Penn spirit. Penn is rich in tradition. One of my favorites is Ivy Day. This is held the day before graduation, which I know to all of you seems like a very, very long way off. Seniors are given awards to recognize their contributions to the student body. In addition to class awards with such great names as the Bowl and the Spoon, Penn Alumni also gives out awards to outstanding students who have done so much to enhance the undergraduate experience. I can't wait to see who among you will be the recipients in 2017. Often inspired by the aid they themselves received as students, Penn alumni have provided thousands of scholarships for financial aid to make sure that the most gifted students can come here. Alumni have also endowed countless professorships, ensuring Penn's ability to attract the best faculty in the world. We just concluded the incredibly successful Making History campaign, which raised over $4 billion from more than 300,000 donors. What an incredible vote of confidence in Penn's future. Of course, none of this success would be possible without the extraordinary leadership of President Gutmann, Provost Price, and our truly fabulous deans and administrators. They are the ones who have taken Penn from excellence to eminence, and we, the students and the alumni, are the beneficiaries. During my 5-year term as Penn Alumni President, I had the privilege of attending alumni events all over the country and all over the world. Nothing makes me happier than to see graduates of our great university stay connected, and the engagement of our alums is spectacular. Everywhere we go, alums come out in force to engage in continuing education or just to socialize with old friends or make new ones. When I ask our alumni if there's anything they would do differently, if they could come back and be a student again, and everybody would like to come back and be a student again, they all say the exact same thing, that no matter how much they did, and Penn people are not wallflowers, they wish they just did a little bit more. So I encourage you, take a class in a subject that you've never studied before, go to a lecture from a visiting speaker, volunteer in the community, do a research project with a professor, explore the great city of Philadelphia. Cheesesteaks taste better here than any place else. The secret's the grease. Take advantage of all that Penn has to offer, even if it means you give up some sleep. You can catch up on that after your Penn education is over. So on behalf of the nearly 290,000 Penn alumni who've gone before you, welcome to Penn, have a great time, and go Quakers.
Thank you, Lee Doty. There are no alumni like Penn alumni, and Lee Doty has served as the president of Penn Alumni. And if you haven't met and spoken to a Penn alumni personally, you should. I would now like to call upon Senior Class President Spencer Penn to present the flag of the great class of 2017. Spencer, come on. Your flag will now officially represent your class at all of our university official ceremonies. So, it is now my privilege to declare the start of the 274th year of the University of Pennsylvania. This is the beginning of your journey through Penn and beyond. I also look forward to something far more immediate, and that is dessert on Wynn Commons. So, there you go. Our desserts are famous as well. We will adjourn to Wynn Commons in a few minutes. Before we process, however, I think we all owe another thanks and appreciation to the Penn Sirens, the Penn Glee Club, and the Penn Band, who were really spectacular. Thank you. And now I would like to ask all of you to please stand up and join us in the singing of the Red and the Blue. The words are in your program.